Hi, I'm Scott from BS Games, and I'm going to show you our abstract strategy game, Sinoda. Sinoda can be played with from 2 to 6 players, and is simple enough in the rules that a child as young as 7 could learn how to play this game. The object of the game is to capture more points worth of pieces than your opponent. The points value of each piece is at the top of the die. These 4-sided dice all start with the 1 on the top. On a person's turn, the player may either move the piece, or they can rotate the piece to increase or decrease its value by 1. So on your turn, you could take a 1 and make it into a 2, or if it were already a 2, you can go up to a 3, or back down to a 1. Not only is that the movement value of the piece, but it's also the point value of the piece if it gets captured. Let's go on to movement. So if you have a 3, for example, a few turns later, and I want to move, it must move through a straight open path through the sides of these little petals, as we call the spaces. So this 3 can move 1, 2, 3. It cannot jump over any intervening pieces, whether they're your opponent's or your own. And also, you may not backtrack. That is, you may not move into the same space twice on the same turn. So 3 could not go 1, 2, 3 back there. So the movement is fairly simple. In order to capture a piece, you must land on it with the final spot of your movement. So, for example, if we still had that 3, my opponent, the orange player, had put a 2 over here, I can move 1, 2, 3. I would take that and put it on my capture disc over here. I'm going to leave the 2 on top to indicate how many points I have. The game ends when either one player loses all of their pieces or both players only have 1 piece left. At that point, you'd add up the value of all the pieces that were captured, and whoever's got the most points wins. This is set up for a 2-player game. You can also play a 3-player game on this particular board by putting a 3rd set on. Pretty brutal game because they're all close in together. Also, on the other side of the board, we have a larger space, a bigger play area for more pieces. So you could have 4 players across from each other, or you can put 1 in each corner and have a 6-player game. If you're playing a game with 3 or more players, then the game ends immediately as soon as one player is eliminated, or when someone has filled their capture disc, that is, they have captured 6 pieces. When that happens, all the players add up their points. Whoever has the most points wins. And that's Sinoda.